What's going on, everyone? Gabriel Bello here, and this is how cancer made me a better musician and a better person. So here I am. It is 1:16 a.m. Sunday morning. I'm getting ready to wrap this up. I've been working my tail off the last few days, and the thought occurred to me. I'm recording. I just finished recording some vocals for this song I wrote 3 years ago. Jesus deserves more than 4 chords. Now, if you're not a Christian, that probably doesn't mean much to you. But if you're a Christian or a modern musician, that might mean something to you because, all our modern songs have 4 chords, right? They're very simple. They're just using that same repeated formula. I've got 4 of the formulas here on the shirt. And, we don't really put a lot of thought sometimes into what we do. And I tell you what, going through cancer for pretty close to a year, I was diagnosed in March of 2000. I was healed in October, so maybe just over 6 months, but I don't know when I actually started getting sick because I was sick almost that whole semester in 2000. But it really gave me just an appreciation and a drive to do everything. I mean, not only to do as much as I can, which is why I play so many instruments and I sing and I don't just do one thing, but to do it as good as I can. I mean, with everything I got. And here we are, it's 2023, the year's just kicked off. Maybe you're a musician that's just getting started. Maybe you're kind of starting to get out there. You're starting to play some gigs. You get in with some bands, or some doors are starting to open for you, or you're an old pro, okay? So let's start with the old pros. Old pros, don't get lazy, all right? Just because you got the things and you've done the stuff, let me tell you, you're only as good as that last tour you did. You're only as good as that last album that came out. So you can't get lazy. I was sitting there cutting vocals for this today, and now sometimes, sometimes though we try our best, it's not the best that we can do. That was me today. I was recording vocals for this, and I got about 70% of it. 70% of it's done, but there's 30% of it. I'm like, no, I can't put that out. I got to fix that. So I'm going to come back and fix those vocals. But it's knowing when not to beat yourself up. It's a fine balance, right? You can beat yourself up and just burn the whole thing and say, well, I'll just start over. And then, it'll take you 10 years to put out one single song. Now, we can't do that, right? So that's for the pros, Don't get lazy. Don't beat yourself up. We all have bad days, and really that second part can apply to anybody. And so for the one that's just trying to get out there, hey, keep pushing. Keep pushing. One of my favorite things, aside from scripture, is inspirational quotes, inspirational moments in movies. I love that scene in Rudy, where Rock, I don't know if you guys remember that show Rock. It wasn't on BET. I think it was on Fox. But Charles S. Dutton, the ex-con, he's giving Rudy the business. He's beating himself up and like, man, I sat here and for 2 years and I was on the prep. I'm never gonna get to actually go out on the Notre Dame field and be a part of a game. And he's like, dude, you're like 5'2" and you weigh 100 pounds and you're hanging with monsters, literally like 6'9", 400, 350 pound monsters, and you've hung with them for 2 years. And you're about to get your degree from Notre Dame. What are you talking about? All right. So just because you haven't gotten that super gig or you haven't gotten that recognition, and let me tell you, I know sometimes you feel like, man, is anybody listening? Yeah. If you have a song you put out and you got one play on Spotify, or a couple plays on Apple Music or whatever, and it wasn't you, yeah, you're reaching people. Keep going, all right? It matters. If you don't go platinum, if you don't sell them, if you don't get 1 million spins, guess what? Your music still matters. Your voice still matters. So keep going. Keep knocking on the doors. Seek and you'll find. Knock on the door will be answered. Ask and you'll receive. Okay? And to the beginner, learn. It's 2023. It's January. Learn, network, connect with folk. Get out there and just, come on, man. The world is yours, right? Scarface? just don't end up like Scarface, face down in a pool in your own house. All right. That's a horrible reference. Anyway, yeah, what are we? I'm human, so I'm not infallible. So that's what cancer taught me. When going through chemotherapy, sitting there pondering my own mortality, nearly every week. There was days where it was every day for several days, and then okay, I'm gonna make it out, and then I'd kind of take a downturn, like maybe I'm not gonna make it out. But I just never gave up, and I never stopped believing. Now, this isn't an advertisement for Journey, because my faith isn't in Journey. My faith is in Jesus Christ. He's my hope, and I'll tell you, in this world, He's the only hope you're gonna get. So. Now, this applies to more than just musicians, obviously. Entrepreneurs, family. This is kind of general advice. But I just want to let you know, I got the scars to prove it, right? And the quote that I wanted to talk about, or I didn't mean to go into the Rudy thing, but Rocky. And Rocky Balboa, when he's talking to his son, it's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. There's a wonderful song by Israel Houghton called Israel Houghton and Free Chapel. My buddy Phil worked on it. I think he played on it. Moving forward. It's a wonderful, wonderful song. All right? Move forward. Keep moving forward. No matter what you're doing, keep doing it. Don't quit. Life is a marathon, all right? It's going to keep on going. If God gives you the grace to live another day and to live to be old, you got time. Don't quit. Don't quit. I want to leave you with one final story. And I shared this a week or so ago on one of my streams. The church that I'm serving at, the congregation, not church, the congregation that I serve at, that I'm a part of, our pianist, our accompanist, the main pianist, just passed away after 40 years of service. Now, when I came in, I'm obviously younger than she was, and I'm here to kind of let's get this going, let's get this music program back going, right? So she thought, well, maybe it's my time to finally sit down and kind of hang it up. And I said, Miss Joyce, no, don't quit on me. Number one, because I want the old and the young and the middle-aged, I want us all to play together. That's important. But I was like, you can't quit. She loved to play piano. And how sad would that have been if she would have quit months before her race was over? Right? I came on in the summer, May, June, somewhere in that neighborhood, and she passed away 2 days before Christmas, December 23rd. So 6 months. She had 6 months left, and I didn't know it. She didn't know it. God knew it. But how sad would that have been if she would have gave up? Now, she didn't give up. We actually had a big concert. We had a Sunday night concert, and she played. She came up, and I rolled out the red carpet. I was like, she led us in a couple Southern gospel tunes. We had my buddy Todd Parrott, world-class harmonica player, bass, drums. I was playing sax. Had her, the Locust Quartet and a small choir and a congregation of folks in the gym. It was just, we had a time. And then a few short weeks later, she was gone. You never know. You never know when you're going to reach that finish line. So until then, keep moving forward. Before you finish this video, do me a favor, check out my new single, Winter Tears. Like I shared that story about Miss Joyce, sometimes this is just a sad time for you, because sometimes we lose loved ones. I lost a mentor and a pet of almost 15 years, my dog, dog's man's best friend. So I wrote this song for that season. So I've got a brand new music video, just came out, concept video, and the song is everywhere. Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music. Just everywhere music can be streamed, it's there. So hit the link, check it out, Let it bless you. Let it minister to you. It's good. It's going to soothe your soul. It's tuned to the key of 444 hertz. That's a solfeggio tune. That's a healing tuning. So that music, it's just, it's good for you. All right, let's get back to it. I want you to keep moving forward. Whatever God has placed in your hands, whatever skill, natural ability that you have, whatever passion that, like, man, I'm a little good at this, and I think I want to do this for a living. Might want to be a baker or be a mechanic or be an electrician or code, build computers, build software, write apps. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it today. Because you don't know if you're going to have tomorrow, right? So how awesome would that be? Like, man, I didn't know I only had this much time left in my race. So today, each day, I mean, I'm putting out so much music. This song's going to be coming out. I mean, I'm going bonkers. I have like 16 jobs. Because, hey, when my race is over, I don't want to leave anything left on the floor. I want to say, yeah, I did everything that I could. I lived the full life with the life that I was blessed. I should have been dead 20 years ago. 20 years, and I've done a lot of stuff in the last 20 years. But it ain't going to be nothing of what I'm going to try to do this. If God gives me the grace to live for another many years, but especially this year, I'm going to knock it out the park. Come along for the ride, and I want to help you get there too, all right? Jesus loves you, and so do I. Stay tuned. Take care. Come back.